Welcome to another Alba Yacht Club video. It is Independence Day in the Philippines and we sent an armada out into the Gulf. It is Saturday, June 12th. Photography was by Shirley Rimokilo Goshener and Choi Rimokilo. The FEMI drone was with Bulk Rimokilo, and this is your host, John Goshener, the editor. We begin the morning at 8 a.m. with what appears to be a typhoon. Waves that reached as high as 3 meters and damaged one fishing banca, and down the road, which I won't show you, is one that was totally destroyed, turned into tinder. This is the skipper of the boat doing everything he can to save it. Fortunately, it was not high tide, so he was able to use his outrigger to brace against the concrete wall, and that saved his boat. Later, up to 23 men helped him to bail the water out of the cabin and move it to safety up on the boulevard. So this is 8 a.m. 2 hours later, our brave Commodore led the fleet out into the storm, risking his life to show everyone what the club can do. And 2 hours later, this is what it looked like. And Mr. Gregorio Fernand Imperio did go out first and found we went from hellish water to calm water in really less than 2 hours. And so never trust a body of water. You never know when it will rise up against you. In the shadow of Mayan volcano, our beautiful volcano. And the fleet soon followed him. Out they go, a total of 5 boats, all tempting fate by going out in a very light breeze and really not knowing if they're going to be able to tack and come back. But out they go, and they were flying the flag, the Philippine flag. Of course, that means you have to stand up, right? And Marmar was there too, the rescue boat. Didn't really have to rescue anybody. They all got back. And we have Marlon skipper, and then George is sitting on the front of the little boat. And here on the boulevard, yes, there's other events. We have touring bikes headed down the street. And Marmar actually checked up on the boats. They were just sitting out there for the longest time, so Marmar's going out there, making sure everybody's okay. That's the new boat. That's Al's boat, Councilman Al. And I was busy training the youngsters of Puro, who had never been in a kayak, didn't know how to paddle, didn't know how to row Barbie. And I had a good time with the kids, maybe 10, maybe 12. And of course, here's a big race going on, and Al's boat is in the front. Wow, look. I think somebody's cheating. Anyway, the races were nothing to photograph or talk about. And there's the three of the porters in the sailboat. And we have all 3 kayaks out there now with a variety of kids learning how to paddle, learning how to row. And way, way, way out, we have members of Alba Yacht Club. Tempting fate, like I said. They were on a run going out, but can they tack coming in? That's the question. And they actually managed to do it. So it's a beautiful, beautiful sight. The reflections were like a painting or a kinetic sculpture or something. The reflections in the water were just astounding, just smoke a funny cigarette and watch this all day. You have a good time just sitting there, looking at the artwork on the Gulf. So here we are with the large liveaboard fishing bancas in the background, with many beautiful pictures taken by Shirley and Choi. Mistress Mayan. The boats all made it back, as you can see, And wait, one is missing. Uh-oh, there he is, stuck in the doldrums. Barbie's world is out there to save our Commodore. And out we go, and it looks like Serendipity got a little excited when he got close to Barbie's world. Settle down there, boy. So Serendipity tied the knot with Barbie's world, and off they go, being towed in, while young kids from Puro are on the kayaks watching the action. And we came back. You could probably make it without the tow, but you know, you can't be sitting out there for hours waiting for a little puff of wind. So, happy ending for everybody. Barbie felt a little bit like a hero. And here's just some random pictures that were taken during the day. This is the spot for the bancas next to the Legazpi Pier that will be built up, and it's being done very rapidly because all they're doing is putting in a lot of sand and gravel. And here's George on Marmar. Social bonding. Yeah, we had a lot of bonding between the club members out at sea. And here you have a nice picture. There I'm going out on a training session with 3 of the boys, and I had a terrible time getting 2 of them to row at the same time in synchronization. It lasted for, I don't know, 10 or 15 minutes. I wound up doing some of the rowing myself, but eventually they got it, and they also took turns rowing by themselves. So it was a lot of fun, and we had and there's the Commodore standing up again. So we had a lot of fun. They eventually rowed by themselves, and one of them actually took a little swim while we were out there. And there I am taking over again, showing, come on boys, you can do it. And there we have one. Little guy did real well. Here we have 2 kids on a kayak made for one. The drone didn't do so good because of the rain, a little sprinkle here and there, and also it got attacked by those birds that you see in the bottom of the picture there. And there's a bird. Look up in the sky. It's a kite. Beautiful scenery, beautiful boats. There's the Commodore. It's got to stand up because of the flag, right? It's Flag Day. There we go. 2 of the boys swam way, way out. They had life jackets with them. And I sent Danny Boy out to rescue them, which he did. They both got in the boat, and then after they got in, Danny took them even out further. I see somebody rowing in the middle there. It's a good thing everybody packed a paddle on a day like today. But it's also a great experience, learning to sail in a light breeze. It can be very risky if you're on a run and you get way out in the Gulf, and then you have to try to tack back in when there's hardly any wind at all. It's a real challenge. While somebody's moving in the red boat, so you see the white boat turning around saying, I want to be like the red boat, I want to move fast. So around he goes. Let's see if he can do it too. Here we go. And off to the races. And over on the left, you saw a glimpse of me on the left, trying to get these kids to paddle. When you had 2 kids paddling, it tended to just go around in a circle because one oar would be catching a lot more water than the other. And here we see a beautiful shot of the Philippine flag and the skiff going the other direction, just roaming around out there in the power boat, just making sure everybody's okay. It's just a beautiful picture, just a beautiful sight. with 3 of the sailboats, 4 of the sailboats and 3 of the kayaks. Very proud of these boys. These are my porters, 3 of them. They did so well today, both with their sailing. They sailed as good as anybody. And also with all the hard work that they went to. So it was just a good day for everybody. Good day all around. And here we have a flag being handed to the Pacific. And he's attaching the flag and not watching where he's going, and he just misses the Commodore. The Commodore sees it. He comes around right away. Has to do a little hot dogging. Show this guy who's in charge, right, Fernand? Just go around him there. That's a good move. Yeah, that's a good move. And there I am still desperately trying to get these kids to learn how to row. And they did, by the way. They did good. Took a while. There you see the flag again. Very nice there on the rudder. And that's about it. That's how we ended our day. It was a lot of fun.